STEEM to the US dollar using the matrix price feed. So I had a bit of a communication regarding STEEM with somebody, and it is quite palpable on the frustration level. Yes, I completely understand. I mean, since 1997, I have been through so many corrections of any degree, even the 2008 financial crisis on the equity side. I understand how frustrating corrections can be, but I think perspective and context have to be the key areas that one really has to look at. And all of that really boils down to being long-term greedy. Okay, let's say you bought at the tippy top and it's here right now. Well, it doesn't mean necessarily the end of the world. Okay, you made a big mistake. Maybe greed got the better of you. Maybe the FOMO got hold of you. But still, I think context and time frame can help you to maybe get a better grip on the tendency to go towards despair and frustration. Been there, done that. I know exactly what it's like. One thing I do want to share before I finish this chart is really on the MACD. And the MACD on the daily chart is pretty interesting because it tells you a lot. So here it is. The MACD is very oversold. And one thing to see is that the 9-day moving average histogram has lower lows coming in, as shown by the blue line here, connecting the lows. Meanwhile, the 12-day white line is generating, I'm sorry, I correct myself. The 9-day histogram has been generating higher lows, as you can see, by the inclining nature of this blue line, which is connecting the lows of the histogram. The 12-day and the 26-day, the white and the red line, meanwhile, have been generating lower lows, as you can see here. And that is a bit of an internal divergence. When I had explained the MACD a while back, to me, I use the 9-day as the early warning indicator or early indications for the short term and the long term, depending on the trend. Since the histogram is showing higher lows, the trend is showing for the 9-day moving average that the selling pressure should be and is decreasing. From here to where it is right now, the selling pressure has been so leaked. It's like trying to break two pieces of stick and then trying to break that in half again and trying to break that in half again and then trying to break that tiny piece in half. It's got a limitation. So yes, while the price has been generating lower lows as well, the 9-day indicator has been quietly putting in higher lows. And this 9-day indicator is going against the trend of the price and the 12 and 26-day indicator. Yes, this could be the bottom here temporarily, where there could be a sizable trend reversal, maybe going from $1.80 to $5, $6, $7. And that will soon be reflected into the MACD. So I think putting this in perspective is important. Now, so there is this pattern, which I just already drew out. And the best way to label this pattern probably for now would be A, B, C, D, and E. Yes, you can do it by W, X, Y, X, Z, whatever you like. The fact of the matter here is it almost doesn't matter, because the A, B, C, D, E will show it as nearly complete. Either this is it or one more slightly lower low here, and I think that's probably what will happen, unless we get a breakout past this, what is now a 4-month long resistance line, the top line of the symmetrical triangle. So if we get a one more lower low and we start impulsing out, that would be just ideal. Now, this MACD may dip down, but it may not generate a lower low, but the price will, and that will be a bullish divergence as well. Something else to look at and consider. Now, if this here was the bottom, and there's a potential for that, for the E, then what we need to see is price needs to impulse back out in the opposite direction, and that direction is up. So the impulse could look like something like this. So the first sign of a reversal will be an impulse, and then it'll probably do an ABC correction, and then second wave of an impulse will be most ideal. That's really what I look for on a trend reversal. So keep an eye on this. I think the MACD is looking very oversold, and therefore very contrarian bullish. While even though the price had been putting in lower lows, let's see how it goes. I think the gist of this analysis message is we're pretty close to the bottom, if not already, and we just need a breakout. Give it a few more days, a couple more weeks. Let's see how the price plays out. Have a great day.